Good morning. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm very excited to be with all of you this morning, and I hope you're all enjoying your brunch. I'm here today to talk about something that might change a lot of your thinking. It's going to at least spark a conversation. That's my main goal here, to actually think about something new. I'm here today to talk about the legal drinking age in the United States. Now, as we know, in the United States, you must be 21 years to be able to indulge in drinking alcohol. Did you also know that around the world, the drinking age ranges from 16 on up? This morning, I want you to take a moment. I'm going to ask you to think out of the box and to give a different viewpoint a chance, okay? I would like for you to think about proposing that we split alcohol and look at it in two different manners. One, hard liquor, rums, vodka, gin, whiskeys, separate from beer and wine. We all know that there's a different alcohol content in those liquors. They are both alcohol, but one's a little bit heavier than the other. Okay, I would also like for you to imagine being able to offer your 18-year-old a glass of wine or a bottle of beer. Think about that. Take a moment and just imagine this, okay? You're at home, relaxing, watching a football game, maybe cooking dinner, and your 18-year-old, who is now legally an adult, goes in the refrigerator and wants a glass of Chardonnay. That could be the norm. That could be the norm. He's at home, she's at home, wants to just sit down and talk to you and drink a glass of wine. Would you consider that if that is our norm, would that change the perception of alcohol? Would it make it less taboo and less thrill-seeking to want to break the law? Because no, you're not 21, but you're 18 in your home, you could have a glass of wine. Does that limit our thinking on how to be responsible with alcohol and how to allow our children to possibly unwind right next to us? I do believe that this can't just happen when they turn 18. I believe that education is a main component to making this work. If we were to change the law where 18-year-olds could indulge in wine and beer, what comes with that? You know, you can't just hand an 18-year-old a glass of wine or a bottle of Guinness and think that they're going to be responsible. They need to know what effects this has on you. What is too much? You know, when do you stop? And how to contain it in the household so where if it doesn't agree with you, you're in a safe place with your parents. You know, I wonder if once that thrill seeking is gone or once that breaking of the law is no longer there, would that eliminate some of the underage drinking that we see? Some of the children that have to sneak around and go in the liquor cabinet and pour a big glass of vodka and throw up all night? Does that eliminate it? Because now you're free to have a glass of wine, a bottle of beer in your own home with parental supervision. You know, right now, the legal limit of a 21-year-old and up of alcohol is 0.08%. According to the CDC, ages 12 to 20-year-olds, 90% of their alcohol consumption, because they are drinking 17% of our alcohol, 90% of that drinking that they're doing is binge drinking. Why? Why are they trying to hide? Are they trying to finish it and leave no evidence? Why? Is it because they're too immature? Because I know there's not a 12-year-old, well, let me not say that, but I would think there isn't a 12-year-old that could responsibly drink bottles of liquor. Now, back to the limit. So 0.08%, that's going to range. For me, it's going to be different than from this gentleman and then from this lady over here. It's based on your weight, it's based on what you're eating while you're drinking, and it's also based on what exactly you are drinking. So that limit's going to change. In the confines of your home, you have the ability to monitor that. You have the ability to regulate what is it going to take? What is too much? What is the right amount? Okay. All of these questions have to be asked, and to find the answers, we could look abroad. Italy, they drink with pretty much every meal. And there's different courses of drinks, just as there is different courses of food. In France, they start drinking at 16. It's wine and beer, that is. It's not a big deal. Similar to like if we see one of our children walking at Starbucks and are ordering a latte. It's just not taboo, so it's the norm. And I'm wondering if, because that excitement of wanting to break the law, if that's removed, if that will make them a more responsible drinker. That's a question we have to ask ourselves. Please don't think that I'm crazy, because I know this all sounds foreign. This does. This is something that, with the issues that we have already in the United States, why do we want to compound alcohol into all of this? But I think if it's done responsibly, it will work. I thank you all for listening. I hope you have a great evening.